Some games are fun while they last, but others stick with you long after the credits roll. Whether it's because of an emotional gut punch, a jaw-dropping twist, or a thought-provoking conclusion, these endings elevate the gaming experience to a whole new level. Today we're counting down 15 incredible games with mind-blowing endings you must experience. Grab some popcorn and maybe a box of tissues because things are going to get intense. Don't worry, this video is completely spoiler free, so you can enjoy the surprises for yourself when you play these games. These titles don't just deliver gameplay, they create unforgettable moments that make you sit back and go, whoa, did that really just happen? So whether you're into action-packed epics or introspective indie gems, I've got something on the list for you. Let's dive in. We're going to kick off our list with Bioshock Infinite, a game that leaves players scratching their heads in the best way possible. Set in the floating city of Columbia, the game follows Booker DeWitt and Elizabeth as they unravel a complex web of alternative realities and timelines. Just when you think you have it all figured out, the ending hits with a twist so mind-blowing it demands a second playthrough. The brilliance of Bioshock Infinite's ending lies in its ability to connect the dots whilst raising even more questions. It's the kind of finale that sparks endless fan theories and discussions, a hallmark of truly great storytelling. And let's not forget the haunting final scene set to a soft rendition of Will the Circle Be Unbroken, a moment that will stay with you long after you put the controller down. Love it or hate it, there's no denying that The Last of Us Part 2 delivers an ending that leaves an impact. Naughty Dog's brutal sequel takes players on a harrowing journey of revenge, loss and redemption. The finale is divisive, with some praising its bold storytelling and others feeling emotionally drained. Regardless of where you stand, the ending is unforgettable. It forces players to confront difficult emotions and challenges the very concept of morality in video games. Few endings spark as much debate as this one. It's the kind of ending that makes you sit in silence, staring at the credits, wondering what you would have done in Ellie's shoes. Undertale isn't just a game, it's an experience, with multiple endings depending on how you play. Every choice you make has consequences. Whether you choose the pacifist route or go full genocide, the endings will leave you reflecting on your actions. The genius of Undertale lies in how it breaks the fourth wall and subverts typical RPG trope. Its endings aren't just satisfying, they're profound, making you question your role as a player in shaping the game's world. And with Toby Fox's memorable soundtrack adding emotional weight to every scene, Undertale leaves an impression that few games can match. Persona 5 Royal takes an already fantastic game and improves it with an extended storyline and a new, satisfying conclusion. The Phantom Thief's journey to change hearts reaches its climax in a way that feels both epic and personal. With its stylish presentation, deep characters, and a finale that ties up loose ends while leaving the room for interpretation, Persona 5 Royal is a must-play for any RPG fan. The ending is perfect reward for sticking with this 100+ hour masterpiece, and let's be honest, who doesn't love a game that makes you feel like a high school superhero? And of course on this list we have Red Dead Redemption 2, a game that defines the word epic. Rockstar's sprawling open world western doesn't just boast gorgeous landscapes and incredible gameplay, it also delivers an emotionally charged ending that leaves players reeling. Without giving too much away, the fate of Arthur Morgan, our flawed yet noble protagonist, will tug at your heartstrings. What makes this ending so impactful is the way it ties into Arthur's journey. Every decision you make influences the final outcome, making it a deeply personal experience. The game brilliantly blends gameplay with narrative, creating a sense of inevitability that hits hard. It's a masterclass in storytelling and one of the most memorable conclusions in gaming history. Spec Ops: The Line might look like a standard military shooter, but its ending is anything but ordinary. Inspired by Heart of Darkness, the game takes players on a descent into madness. The choices you make throughout the game culminate in a finale that's as shocking as it is thought-provoking. The ending forces players to confront uncomfortable truths about war, violence, and even the nature of gaming itself. It's a bold and unforgettable conclusion that leaves a lasting impression. And the chilling final line, "Do you feel like a hero yet?" hits like a punch to the gut. If one ending isn't enough for you, how about 5? NieR Automata is known for its multiple endings, each of which adds a new layer to the story. By the time you'll reach ending E, you have experienced a narrative that's as mind-bending as it is emotional. With its philosophy theme, brilliant soundtrack and innovative gameplay, NieR Automata delivers a conclusion that stays with you long after the final credits roll. It's a journey worth every second, and if you've ever cried during a bullet hell sequence, you're not alone. The ending of Mass Effect 2 isn't just one of the best in the series, it's one of the best in gaming. The suicide mission is a masterclass in tension, with every decision you made throughout the game affecting who lives and who dies. Few games make you feel the weight of your choices like Mass Effect 2. The ending is both thrilling and nerve-wracking, especially if you've grown attached to your squad. It's an unforgettable conclusion that perfectly sets up the final chapter of the trilogy, and nothing beats the satisfaction of seeing your entire crew make it out alive, or the heartbreak of losing someone you cared about. One of my favourites on the list is What Remains of Edith Finch. It's a narrative-driven game that tells the story of a cursed family. Each chapter offers a unique gameplay experience, leading to a point and emotional conclusion that ties everything together beautifully. The ending is both tragic and hopeful, leaving players with a sense of closure. It's a testament to the power of storytelling in game and a must play for anyone who loves narrative driven experiences. It's not just a game, it's a reflection on life, loss, and the stories we leave behind. Few games are hauntingly beautiful as Shadow of the Colossus. The ending delivers a surprising twist that recontextualizes everything you've done throughout the game. It's a beautifully tragic finale that stays with players long after they put down the controller. With its minimalistic storytelling and breathtaking world, Shadow of the Colossus proves that sometimes less is more. Its ending is a perfect example of how to deliver an emotional punch without saying much at all. It's the kind of game that leaves you feeling both awed and empty. Telltale's The Walking Dead Season 1 is famous for its emotional ending. The bond between Lee and Clementine is one of the most heartfelt in gaming, making the finale all the more gut-wrenching. Every choice you've made throughout the game builds up to a climax that leaves players teary-eyed and reflecting on nature of sacrifice. What makes this ending so powerful is its focus on character relationships. It's not just about the action or surviving the zombie apocalypse, it's about the people you meet along the way. The game's finale is a masterclass in emotional storytelling, cementing its place as one of the greatest narrative-driven games ever made. Inside is a dark and atmospheric puzzle platformer that ends with one of the most bizarre twists in gaming history. The game's minimalist approach to storytelling leaves much to the player's interpretation, but the final moments are nothing short of shocking. After hours of eerie exploration and tense encounters, the game delivers a conclusion that is both haunting and thought-provoking. Its cryptic nature has led to countless fan theories and discussions, making it a perfect example of a game that leaves players thinking long after they finished. If you enjoy games that keep you guessing, Inside is an unforgettable experience. Firewatch is a game that focuses on human connection and isolation. Set in Wyoming wilderness, it follows Henry, a fire lookout, as he uncovers a mystery while forming a bond with his supervisor, Delilah, over a radio. While the game's narrative is driven by suspense, its ending is reflective and emotionally charged, leaving players with a bittersweet sense of closure. What makes Firewatch so memorable is its realistic dialogue and beautifully crafted world. The ending might not be what you expect, but it's fitting for the story it tells. It's a quiet, contemplative conclusion that stays with you long after the credits roll. Oxenfree blends supernatural elements with a gripping narrative to create an unforgettable experience. The game's multiple endings are influenced by your choices, and each one offers a different perspective on the story. Whether you're dealing with time loops or communicating with ghosts, the game keeps you on the edge until the very end. Its eerie atmosphere and clever dialogue make Oxenfree stand out, and the endings, which vary based on the player's decisions, are thought-provoking and memorable, ensuring that players keep thinking about the game long after they finish. Plus, the supernatural twist adds an extra layer of intrigue to an already captivating story. And rounding off our list is Life is Strange, a game that puts players' choice front and centre. The finale forces players to make heart-wrenching decisions, and whichever path you choose, the ending leaves a lasting impact. The game's emotional weight comes from the deep connection players form with the main characters, Max and Chloe. With its emotional storytelling, relatable characters and powerful themes, Life is Strange is a game that stays with you. The ending is a perfect combination of everything the game builds up to, making it a must-play for fans of narrative-driven games. Its beautiful, poignant conclusion that highlights the importance of choice and consequence in storytelling. And there you have it, 15 incredible games with mind-blowing endings that you absolutely need to experience. Whether you're into emotional gut punches, jaw-dropping twists, or thought-provoking finales, these games deliver. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more gaming content, and let us know in the comments which game ending left you speechless. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.